Yo, what is going on, guys? Top Lucky and bringing the video. Here bringing my latest mock. This is the attack on Devaron, or also known as the Battle of the Temple of Edith, I want to say. This was showcased in Season 3, Episode 13 of the Clone Wars, which aired, I think, back in 2011. So, yeah, guys, let's get straight into it. So before I get into some closer details of this mock is a 10 gray base plate mock right here, 2x5. That is the new size of all my mocks from here on out, unless further stated. But I mean, at least for a while, starting off the Devaron, then the new mock, and then so on. This mock did take me about 2 months to complete. I believe I started it around August 1st, and now it is September 26th or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it was definitely a fun build. Did not cost as much, so that was a little bit funner, I guess. So yeah, guys, let's get straight into it. So let's start off with showcasing the back of the mock over here, and this is basically where all the droid forces are. There are a mixture of super battle droids and regular battle droids. If you guys do remember the scene, there were already droids, attacking the temple before Savage Opress actually showed up. But that is the Solar Sailor right there. It is just the Lego model, but just like tiled a lot more. I mentioned it in previous updates. The Separatist shuttle was not shown, but I just have that over there because, obviously somehow these droids had to get down here, so just on that one side I do have some droids getting out. So then, there's about 5 over there, or probably more. What's that? Probably like 10 over there. And then there's a pretty big force in the middle right here. A lot of them are dead, a lot of them aren't, and over here as well, there is some droids. And then moving on to the trees over here. If you guys do remember the scene, it is pretty accurate. There were a bunch of vines and trees and logs and all that. I was originally planning on having, some type of log or a, branch going all the way over. But that was going to take forever, take up a lot of bricks, and I'm not even sure if I would have been able to do that. So I just settled with making 2 trees. The tree trunks look pretty good in my opinion. I've had mixed thoughts, from friends and all that. But there are some leaves going around these sides, all made out of slopes. These are about a foot tall each, these trees. They are taller than the Solar Sailor. That's kind of what I was going for. Then the top is a mixture of dark green and dark red leaves, which I think looked really good. I was planning on using olive green and all that, but I figured that would be way too much. So to give it a swampy look, I think these 2 trees look very nice. This one is a little bit bigger over here since I had more room on that side. And then I guess I'll move over here and give you one last look of the shuttle. And then, more battle droids and, little patches of dirt and all that. Another look at the tree trunk. I really liked how those turned out. Then also going along, we do have, more rock work. I'll show you that down the line. Then we got my border right here in black going all the way down until you go all the way up to the temple. Then, as you guys saw at the beginning of this clip, it does say Attack on Devaron 2015. That was also a very nice touch. I do have a stap back there, just just thrown in there, I guess. Although it was not shown in the episode. I'll show the left side first, I guess. A detailed shot down here. Plenty of rock work going across. Tons of these dark brown patches right here with olive green mixed in. I really liked how those turned out. We got some dead droids, we got some of those appendage things, studs, and all that. Going all the way down here. Coming up on some ARF troopers over here, we have a dead one, then a minigunner, and some more shooting. And then coming down here, we do have these statues on each side. Just kind of showing as a temple, I guess. I really liked how those turned out. One of the first things I did. And then there's the little split between the dirt and the beginning of the temple. So that is the right side, I guess you could say. And then I'll go and show you the left side. Then I'll show you the center. So here is a look at the left side. There's a tactical droid right there. I did forget to mention that. Then moving around here, we have some more regular battle droids, more dark brown patches. We have 2 dead clones over here, and once again some more coming in. That is Lego Lord 82's Riot Shield design. I only have 1 on the mock. I was making more, but I figured I'd just have one. But that is his design. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description down below. More ARF Troopers running, another statue identical to the other one. And yeah, I just absolutely really love how all this detail came out right here. In my opinion, I think it looked really nice. So yeah, that is the two sides. Let's move straight onto the middle now. So inside the Solar Sailor, we do have the pilot droid right there. I just figured I'd throw that in. Coming up here, we have this nice dark bluish gray and dark tan tile pattern right there. I saw that on a mock on Google Images, and I really wanted to incorporate that into a mock, and I figured now would be the time. So I do not know who originally came up with it on the Google Image mock, but then also on the sides here we do have tons of antennas. I believe there's like 20 on each side, so like 40 altogether. Since there were kind of like lamps on the side in the actual scene. Coming up here we have Savage Press actually running forward. That is my makeshift Commander Trauma right there. Nothing special, but just a waist cape and some pistols. Do have some dead ARF Troopers, one kind of flying up, after getting hit by the axe. Tons of dead clones, because as you guys do know, in the actual episode, Savage eventually takes over the temple. So that's why, I was having tons of dead clones all over the place. There are a lot, still alive and all that, but, tons running up. And another look at Savage Press right there with his axe and all that. Another look at the main droid forces. We do have a commando droid back there, if I've not already mentioned that. So, yeah, that is basically the whole entire front portion of this mock, guys. I think that turned out really nice. We do have the stairs right there with some of these dark tan bushes. Then an ATRT right there with a nice transition that I really like on both sides. And then, yeah, let's move straight on into the Temple of Edith right here, guys. So here is one last shot of Savage Press. Now let's move into the temple. This was a very nice build in my opinion. I'm usually not really good of a base builder. If you guys know from previous mocks, that's usually where I quit the mock because I'm not a good base builder at all. But yeah, I really do think this turned out well. For how small it is and all that, I really get some good detail in on it. And another look at that custom ATRT that I made. I really like that. And then got these side portions right here with a little indent and then a sewer. We got that tile pattern right there. I think that looks pretty cool. We got some little lamps or lights on the sides. More ARF Troopers just running around trying to defend the temple. Got that little exosuit drone right there, just kind of crawling around. And then got that little build right there, I guess, like a satellite or something. There's the wall detail with those lightsaber bars, and then translite blue going all the way around. Then on this side is the exact same, aside from I got a little crate of crystals right there, and then the sewer and all that once again. Moving up the middle right here, we do have some clones with shields running right here with like shotguns, I guess. Got this very nice staircase going two different ways, and then do with my sig fig as a statue right there, pretty nice. Then on the side here, we've got these little railing portions, I guess. Excuse that little grill piece. Let's toss it over there. We do have these very nice guardrails that I really do enjoy. A very nice build in my opinion. Got some ARF Troopers, shooting off of those. Got more running around here, more coming up the stairs. Then nicely tiled up here, and then there's a look at the temple. That is the exact same on the other side, aside from we got a dead ARF Trooper flying off, and then some more. Got very nice detail on the side right there in the front. We do have these pillars going up. Very nice touch as well. And then, we did not have too many scenes of the temple actually in the episode. So basically the whole entire building itself is just kind of, my idea of it, I guess. So I think it turned out pretty good though. Pretty realistic. And then, yeah, the two Jedi, their species were not made yet in Lego form. That Kit Fisto guy, he is, made, obviously, Kit Fisto. But, yeah, Kit Fisto's green, and then the guy in the episode was, like a purplish, I guess. So I just made two of these custom guys right here, to represent the Jedi. I think that looks okay. Not really sure of their species. Then we do have a little guardrail right there, more stairs going up. And then a final look of the front. Got the Republic symbol right there. Then we got these nice cylinders on the side with nice glass windows. And then I'll move around on the side and then I'll show you the top and the inside. Got small little details on the side with these wedges. And all the way around. There's a look at the interior right there through these back little holes. Another very nice shot that I really do enjoy. Right there. And then going all the way around to more of these wedges and all that. So yeah, that's basically it. Let's move straight on into the top now. So the roof of the temple is all snot technique. Once again, probably the easiest way to make a nice solid roof. It is a kind of a cool shape, I guess. It kind of goes straight, then curve, straight, curve, then so on. We do have one of these cannons right here with a gunner in it. We do have some of those things right there. You can kind of see inside the base with those grates. Got an antenna right there. Tons of crates right here. Very nice little scene with the ARF troopers, running forward. We've got a heavy machine gun right there. I just think it looks cool. And then some of these guardrails once again. Actually, I did forget to change those out. I do have other guardrail designs behind me, but those are Danny's designs. Once again, I just changed out the colors a little bit, and yeah, they might be the same again. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I'm pretty sure those are Danny's still. So I definitely do not I can't use those in the next mock. So yeah, I'll come up with my own guardrail design for the next one. But we got dishes in the front or in the center right there, and if we do take off the center one, there's another look inside. Right there. There was originally one of those great pieces in the middle, but I think dishes looks better. That's why I just put those right there. A little mouse droid over here just for the hell of it, I guess. Have a sniper right there, another bazooka guy. And then this satellite design right here, once again from the Naboo mock. Got a mortar, and then a kind of a fuel thing, I guess, just kind of attached. Not really attached, but just tossed down there, I guess. And then, once again, these do come off if you really want them to. Just to see inside, I guess, but that's why I use these pieces. So, you can see inside even, with them on. So that is basically the whole entire top of the temple. And, yeah, let's move straight onto the inside. This does just remove in one big piece. So, yeah, I'll, go on to the next clip right now, I guess. So the roof does just simply remove, like I said, in one big piece. I did have to take off, the satellite and all that, just tossed it over here on the new mock. But then here's a look inside. There might be some weird colors, going up like on the sides right here because you're never gonna see them. But I just ran out of bricks at the time, so that's why there are probably some weird colors in some spots. But just ignore that. And then I guess I look over here. You can kind of see the front a little bit better, I guess. That's pretty nice. I did forget to show you the sliding doors. Let's see if I can do that. Are you guys looking at them? Yep. There are sliding doors if I can get my hands on them. They just go like that. Center them nicely, and yeah, they look pretty cool. So moving inside, I guess I'll start over on the left side. There is a armory over here, I guess, with stuff in the middle. I guess I'll get an overhead shot. Crates in the middle. I got some gun racks over there. Got the nice window. Got a little helmet rack over there with some just random helmets. And then inside here, I want to say there isn't anything, but there might be. Oh, there's actually some grenades in there. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Kind of a white and light bluish gray color scheme in here. And then got a little crate over there with some flamethrowers. A little design up there. And then a ARF trooper, running down the hallway. Which that's a look at the hallway, an overhead shot. There are some plants in here and all that, just kind of represent that as a temple. Another ARF trooper running out right there with this middle vase right here, a flower pot. We do have a random kind of medical droid just standing there. I think he looks pretty cool. And then let's see if I can take out this ARF trooper right here. I'll put him up here and then get you in a very nice shot inside. Hopefully that comes out good on YouTube. So yeah, I think that turned out really nice. Looking up at the walls, there's kind of some panels on there. And then some bricks and all that, but once again, this kind of just filler brick, since you're never going to see it. there's an inside shot of what the doors look like. Once again, they just kind of push to the sides right there. And then, moving on to the right side, this is the command center with a very nice hologram table in the middle. And then an ARF trooper again, kind of a sergeant, then a commander back there, and then a admiral. Here's a look at this hallway right here with a mouse droid in there, I guess. Once again, not too sure why that's in there. And then another look all the way down. Got some control panels back there. Got some more random wall detail. And then over there, you guys can see there is Lord Sidious, I guess. There's kind of a little Easter egg, I guess, with a ARF trooper talking to him, I suppose. And then this is kind of a trans light blue and light bluish gray color scheme in here. More plants, and then right over there we do have a little control panel piece with a clone looking at it, I guess. So yeah, guys, that's basically the whole entire interior. I'll give you one last look right here. And yeah, I'm definitely very proud of it. You know, that this base actually turned out really nice. Yeah, I hope I can do more good bases in the future. So let's put the roof back on and close out this video. So I just want to thank everyone for watching. This mock was just extremely fun to make. I'm hoping all my mocks from now on are fun to make. And yeah, guys, a lot funner than Naboo, actually, I will admit that. Just a lot more unique designs, you know, not one color. You know, different techniques used. You know, all the tiling, the base, and all that. Just very proud of it as well. And yeah, guys, hopefully you guys do enjoy it just like you guys did in Naboo, because that video did fantastic. I can't thank you guys enough once again. And yeah, guys, so that's basically it for this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Almost going to be bi-monthly mocks, hopefully, because this mock did take about 2 months to make. Same with that one over there. There will be more, you know, updates on that, you know, in the near future. And yeah, guys, I just want to thank everyone for watching once again. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos, guys. Bye.